Credit card debt is a reality for so many people in the U.S. In fact, it's growing. According to trends data collected by MoneyGeek.com, senior citizens have the fewest cards yet the highest balance. Credit debt for those 75 and older sits at around $8,000 on average. And here with me this morning, Professor of Finance at the University of San Diego, Dan Roccato, is joining me now. Now, senior citizens, they have the fewest credit cards but the highest balance. Shouldn't it be that as you get older, you have less debt?
Well, you would think so, right, Adrienne? In your golden years, you don't want to be seeing waves of red, but for a lot of them, they are. And here's what's going on. The first reason is some of them have, as a group, seniors have higher credit scores. So that means they have more access to credit, higher score, more access to credit, and they're using it. But as you said, there's fewer seniors who actually have credit card debt. It's the smallest group that carries credit card debt. And finally, inflation hurts all of us. As you know, we're all feeling the pinch. And I suspect there's a lot of seniors out there, Adrienne, who are feeling the pinch and putting those other items that they normally wouldn't do on their credit card just to get by every month.
What should be the first thing to do if you are tackling debt, especially if you have limited or you're on Social Security income?
Yeah, I mean, first thing is let's focus on the credit card that has the highest interest rate first. If you're paying a card that has, say, 25% interest, let's whack that one if we can. So let's focus on that if we can. If you've got decent credit, and many of these seniors do, let's do the zero transfer strategy. Transfer over to a new card. I know that may sound crazy, but a new card with a 0% rate. And then while you have that 0% rate, it's usually good for a year. Let's focus on whacking away at the principal so that we can pay down that balance even faster. And obviously, if we can just tear those cards up, let's do it, because they're not doing you any favors if you're paying 25% on a credit card.
Since debt can be passed on to loved ones, what kind of conversation should people have between somebody watching at home right now and maybe their elderly parent?
I'm glad you said that. Have the talk, not that talk. Should have had that a long time ago. Have the credit card talk, Adrienne. What I mean by that is, if mom or dad are struggling with debt, one of the things that there's this kind of misnomer that the kids are going to inherit the debt. That's not quite true. What happens is if someone dies with credit card debt, their estate is responsible for the debt, but not their heirs. So in other words, we need to have an overall planning conversation with mom, dad, or grandmom, grandpa about their credit card debt in the context of, hey, are you healthy? Are you doing okay? What can we do to make sure that you are safe and secure in these years?
Is there anything else that you would tell our viewers who are watching at home who might be saying, you know what, I need to get a handle on this?
Yeah, no shame zone. We've all been there, right? So listen, so many Americans are struggling with credit card debt, especially now as we, grapple with this high inflation. That what I would say to folks is that very first step, reach out for help, whether it's a family member or it's a trusted friend. There's help out there. You just have to make that first step and take advantage of those folks who are there to help you.
Dan Roccato, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Adrienne. Take care.
You too.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.